Hubbox Grocery is the latest online supermarket to hit the local market. Its CEO Andre Al-Young explains the reason behind Hubbox. What made you decide to get into this line of business?
In the baby boomer years, there was one sole breadwinner in the family. There are now two breadwinners in the family. And what we and my wife and myself have found is that we needed more time. We focused on our kids, wanted success to our kids, so the kids do six days of extracurricular activities every week. And having to stop in the grocery store on our way home from work was actually a chore. So after doing my homework, looking at e-commerce and Amazon and Amazon Fresh, Okada in the UK, Fresh Direct in New York, it was something to look at. So we did our research, did some more homework, and it proved to be a viable venture. So we started working on it, and 11 months later we're open.
Right. So what is the long-term viability of home deliveries for groceries right now, given the economic downturn?
Well, we want to be a solution in the economic downturn. Definitely, we want to compete, offer competitive prices. We've always heard in the last year or two everybody complaining about food prices. And looking at it allowed us to look at a model, a low-cost model that would, that would give that person that level of savings on their budget.
Online shopping is one thing, but shopping for groceries online, some might say, is a totally different scheme altogether. And when people are looking to cut back on costs, and you did mention that food prices is also an issue, prices are continuously rising, mainly because of the fluctuating TT dollar. People are looking at every dollar they spend right now, given the fact that there are a lot of cutbacks, a lot of people are losing their jobs. How are you going to grab onto a market at this stage when obviously you have to pay, because consumers will have to pay for this delivery?
So our delivery cost is $40 for 2-day shipping. With our prices, and if you go onto our website, you could compare our delivery cost over the number of items, and it's not more expensive. We're actually very, very competitive against any grocery store in Trinidad and Tobago.
So it's $40 for delivery wherever you live? Or?
Wherever you live. Let me be clear. That's metro areas. So what we call metro areas is anything around the major city centers. Then we'll have extended areas, which is $10 more.
So you're looking at what areas have you started off at so far?
We focus throughout the country, as far as Arima, Sangre Grande in the east. Arima will be metro, Sangre Grande will be extended. As far as San Fernando Metro in the south, Point Fortin will be extended.
What determined that $40 delivery price?
It's cost. We have a cost. There's a cost to deliver, and there's a truck, there's tires, there's a driver. So we deliver at cost. There's also same-day delivery, and that's $80. But the more people buy, we try to get all our prices down, from delivery to the cost of the product.
How are you making money out of this if it's just $40 for delivery? What about the prices of the actual items?
The items are actually comparative to any grocery store. We try to be a little cheaper where we can. We work with the suppliers. We don't have the air conditioning and wide aisles as a traditional grocery store. What we have is we centralize our rooms, so we don't have to pay all the overheads.
Can consumers get basically anything if they walk into a supermarket? Can they get the same things at Hubbox? And does that also include fresh produce and fruits and vegetables?
Well, we're not into fresh produce as yet. We move into fresh produce, I would say, in a month. Let's see how this goes. We've rolled out, it's 2 weeks old. We carry all the SKUs a traditional grocery store will carry.
Where do you source your items from?
We buy local. We support the local industry. All the local suppliers, all the local manufacturers. That's our go-to supplier.
The whole idea of online supermarket has not been quite successful. If you look at some of the other countries, how confident are you that some Trinidadians would sort of grab onto this new initiative being launched in the local market? There are others who might have attempted similar ideas as well, and it might not have, come through as they expected it to.
The models have changed. Now there are some failures. In the early days of e-commerce, there's some companies that failed. They spent billions of dollars and failed. But I think Generation Y now, right? They are buying everything online. That's where we're looking at.
A former ArcelorMittal worker discusses his fears of losing his present job at a state company. Money Matters will be right back.